Hey guys out there in the diecast world, just showing off part of my collection today. The last 2 days the postman has dropped quite a haul off on me. Things I'd gotten off of eBay and Goodwill and whatnot. And I have a passion for funny cars, and last 2 days I've gotten 10 funny cars. I've already opened them. I didn't do an opening on film because I really didn't have time to, but I'm going to show them off here. These are some of the older ones that I've had. This yellow one here, the Chewy Race Team, that was one of the ones I've gotten just yesterday or today. And the purple one behind it, the Firebird, Hot Wheels Firebird, that's a new one. The Hemi Hauler, I've had that one. It's kind of scratched up. I'm looking for another one. That one's kind of beat up. The green Firebird, the green Classic, that's not a new one. I'm sorry, I've had that one for a little while. This is a new one, the Rolling Thunder. Can't get a good shot of that if I can get the light on it. That gold is metallic, and it's got a pearl in it, and it fades orange to gold. I paid a little bit more than I should have for that one, along with four other ones, but I wanted it. That's my favorite. That's why it's up on stand there. Get a better stand later. That's just a place marker. And that Firebird behind it, that's a new one. And then, of course, I've got that was the Hemi Hauler up front. There's another Mopar Dodge, and I believe that's the Challenger. And that's the Don Prudhomme. And then in front of that is another Mopar. That's Gary Denham. I'm sorry, Dencham. That's another Mopar Dodge Challenger. Let me look at that grill. Yeah, that's the Dodge Challenger. What's it say on the front? Scoop. Wow, I'm sorry, I can't get that focused. Teacher's Pet. That has real riders on it. And the one in front of it, I've had it also, both of those. But no, I'm sorry, not the one in front of it. It'll be the next one up. This is a new one. This is the Speed, oh shoot. Let me get focused on that. I can't read. Speed Freak. I like the wheels on that. The wheel variation is pretty nice, I think. See if I can get the light focused in there. Nice funny cars. Got the prop on it. Those are plastic. I wish they'd make those out of metal, the props, and I wish they'd put them on all funny cars. But this is another Dodge, another Mopar. Moving on in front of that, we've got the Camaro, the Hawaiian Camaro. It's got the guy's name on it, but I can't read it. It's too small, and it's Leland something or another. I'll tell you guys that later. Maybe that's too small for me to read. But anyhow, I think probably this is my favorite. Next to the one on the stand there. That's my top favorite. This would be number 2. Simply because of the real riders. They don't, they're mixed match, but they match the car. And I just like that Camaro Funny Bird. That's just nice. Kind of got it out of place over with the Mopar, but it deserves to be up in the front line. It really should be over here with the Firebirds. That's a new one. That's Trans Am or Pontiac Firebird funny car, another new one. And then behind that, I run out of funny cars, so there's my dragsters. And then, of course, behind the dragsters, I've got the Nash. What's some kind of, what are they called? Something rail. Let me look at the bottom of that. Wow, if I can get focused on it. I may have to do that off camera. Hang on, guys, just real quick. That is Metro Rail. That's what those two are called. The light blue and the dark blue there. The dark blue has red wheels, if you can see it. That's pretty sharp. They don't open up, though. And then, of course, this is, these are all Mopar, too. These are Ford Mustangs. Starting with the blue one, that's a new one. It's not open because they don't stay open well, and I've got 2, and this is one of them. The back axles are loose. You lift it up, and the back wheels come out. Not sure what's wrong with that. And this orange one, this orange Mustang is the same way. That's why they're not open right now. I've got to fix those. Hot Wheels Ford Mustang funny car, orange. And then you have it in purple, metal flake. That's a nice one. And then, of course, as I showed you, the blue one. Blue one is a nice one, too. I like it. But I've got to fix that back axle. Let me back out now. And behind those, of course, is my panel trucks. Those are nice. I don't have anywhere else to put them right now, so they're down with my racers. And then you see the F1 there. That's actually not Hot Wheels. That F1 is my stove, but I like it. It's got to stay up there. Then you see my shadow. Some of you slot guys, as I am, you'll recognize that shadow body. This is a Hot Wheels actually, but it matches that. Is it AFX that puts out that shadow body on the slot courses? I've got one of those also. Actually, I've got two of them in the slot, on the slot side. And then over behind the green classic Firebird, you start in right in front of my favorite with the, and I put it here because it matches the yellow F1. But of course you got these, I don't even know what these are. I forget now. See if we can see it. You can't get it on camera. The lighting's not right here. There we go. Doesn't really say what it is, guys. If y'all know what this is, you can give me a comment down in the comment lines. I don't know what these cars are, but I've got 4 of them. Of course, they may be different. They may not all be the same model, but the yellow one is there with the backup. And then, of course, purple. And then, well, really, that would be maroon, I guess. And then, and I like the wheel variation on that maroon one. I really like that maroon one. Then the purple one, it's, I don't think that's Hot Wheels. In fact, I think that's a McDonald's. It's a Matchbox. Excuse me, I'm wrong. That's a Matchbox. Oldsmobile Aerotech. So it's really not the same as those Hot Wheels. But the back comes up, motor's in the back, so it falls in line there. And then I've got the racing team, Hot Wheels Racing Team card there. I'm not sure if that says what it is either. It doesn't. It just says Hot Wheels, Mattel 83, made in Malaysia. Sorry, I'm off camera there. But they don't say what they are, and I really don't know what they are, but I like them. And then, of course, I've got a red one there. The back fell down on it, number 40. It's broke, actually. I've got to fix that. And then I've got my Dodge Superbirds, or as they're called, Talladegas. They look just like the Mopar Superbird, but I like those two, and they're going to stay on my racing shelf. And back out again, and there's the funny cars, and I just want to show off my funny cars. I'm going to pack this shelf with funny cars, as Lord willing, because I like them. They're my favorites. Of course, this isn't near all of my collection. If we back up totally, there's my orange corner, all of my orange hot rods and whatnot. There's some on a card, and not all orange, but they're starting there under the orange side. And then I've got Hot Wheels and G-Force and G-Machines, and check out the trophy. That's a new addition to the collection, the 1000th edition. Got that 80 model vet, gold vet on top of it, and there's my treasure hunts. And backing out, there's my trucks over there on that side, just right near the trucks out by the funny cars. And then, of course, down beneath the funny cars, you've got a line of carded, mostly wagons, old muscle car wagons, red lines and whatnot. And then over on the wall, you've got my M2s. Got the little Ford vans and the VW van and the ambulance there at the bottom. I'll zoom in a little bit there because you can't see the dark green Ford van. There's a blue one above it, and then VW van, and then in front of that is the kit for the old Ford truck. And then above that is my muscle car M2s. Whole lineup of them, and we'll show them off later, but I'm really just showing my funny cars. Here's my vacuum forming table. I've got a mess going there right now. Got my new paints down there, getting ready to paint a project. Some more M2s and a stock car there. And beneath the funny cars, the carded cars that are hanging there, there's more shelves full of Hot Wheels. And then I'm starting a new section over here with loose on top and carded at the bottom. I got a mess going there right now. And then the layout for the slot cars is in a mess still. I've still got to paint those mountains. They're almost done. Almost done. And once I get them done, I can get the layout going. That's my 43rd scale. You can see my Gulf gas station there. It's kind of in pieces, but anyhow, that's work in progress. And then once I get it done, right above it, right about, let's see, Won't be at the bottom of that Route 66 sign, probably about midways on it, a little less than midways, right above the 66 part of the sign. There'll be another layout, and that'll be my HO scale, just beneath that Texaco sign. It'll be a 8x4 sheet of plywood, and it'll be in a rack that is built to hold also a 1/43rd scale. They'll all be together in one rack. Then moving on around the room, see pictures of the bike I built. I built that scratch. Bottom up, I built that bike. If you can see it, the gangster fenders were my showpiece. I had that bike for a matter of about 4 years, and I built that bike. You can't tell in the pictures, but that yellow gold has a pearl on it, and it has metal flake that turns, the metal flake was green, red, and gold. And of course, it went from dark orange, as you can see by the seat there, and it went all the way out to a bright yellow. But you can't see the metal flake really in those pictures. There's a good shot of the back end of it sideways. You see that back gangster fender. Nice bike, but I sold it. I traded it for old Chevy S10 Blazer that had bags and a convertible. I put the convertible top in it and whatnot. Don't have that anymore either. I've since gotten rid of that. But here's some projects. And I've showed you guys this truck that I'm working on, the 83 Chevy C10. That's going to come out to be a tandem axle. It's going to have a blown engine up on the front end, and it's got a phantom grille, and it's going to be convertible, and it's also going to have a bed. I'm not going to say bed dancing kit, because I'm just going to make it where the bed will hinge and you can lift it in a different angle. You can pose it that way or put it down. It's not going to be dancing or whatnot. But there's some trains I'm working on, getting them ready to go out on the HO scale. There's going to be a train running around it. And there's some slot cars. I don't have the shadow up here to show you right now, but a lot of projects I'm working. This is my work desk right now, and these are projects that I'm working on. Some other Hot Wheels up here, all my trucks on cards, and there's some more over on this side. There's a Matchbox out of place. Really don't need to be with the Hot Wheels, but I like the little truck. And there's my fast gassing. You've probably seen that. And of course the Chevy C10 that I want off the card bad so I can remod it, but I like it the way it is. I can't talk myself into cracking it open. And down there is a Ranchero, Ford Ranchero. Now here's another work desk, and what I've got on that table right now are buildings that are getting ready to go on the HO scale layout, post office and a church. And you see my planes there hanging around just in a mess right now. I hadn't had time to do anything with those lately, but I do planes, trains, automobiles. Altered Autos DIECAST is the name, and I do sell on eBay, and I will be on YouTube, so keep a lookout. I do remods, I do vacuum forming, and I'm going to get into the casting, so resin casting. So keep me in mind, guys, and this will be the first video of many to come. This is just I just started in 2017 collecting Hot Wheels. I've not been in it for a long time. But I went full blast into it. I love them. I have since I was a kid. And that's that right now. I got a mess on the floor. Got to clean up of stuff to go on the 1/43rd layout as soon as I get them mountains done. But this is it for now, guys. God bless you all. Love you guys. Love your hobby. Keep the slots in the groove. Keep the Hot Wheels on the shelves. And keep doing what you're doing. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.